Don't freak out.
Well, it's far too late for that. You should have told me that before, I'm freaking out.
Just be relaxed.
I don't know how.
Allow my soothing voice to soothe you.
I don't know how to be indoor anxiety. Oh, I heard that.
Is that helping?
Yeah, that's doing a surprising amount. Like you wouldn't even know how much that's doing.
This is Uncouth Tangents. I am your host, Dove.
And I'm B.
Welcome to the show.
Woo woo! Sup?
What are we doing today?
We're continuing the dumb 90s month.
Why is it so dumb? This was your idea.
It is, and then those things where you're drunk and you think you have a good idea and you do a little bit into that idea. And
Very
then,
often.
Yeah, and you realize this is a horrible mistake. I probably shouldn't have done this.
I've had a great time with 90s month.
I apologize about the echo, everyone. We're kind of in a new location. We're testing out new areas to record in.
I'm trying to be very quiet, and I'm having a hard time. Like, my body is shaking because I have all of this pent-up energy. And I just want to say, whoa, really loud.
You might be wondering where we're at. We're actually at your mom's house.
Oh.
She's very lovely.
In y'all faces.
We're good at this.
Take that.
Podcast. Okay.
All right, what are we doing?
All right. We're doing 90s sitcoms.
Oh, snap.
How many sitcoms have you seen?
Oh, in the 90s or... Yeah. I don't know. Quite a few.
They'll sometimes bring back sitcoms and it'll be like a huge news, like Roseanne.
Yeah. I haven't started watching the new Roseanne.
From my understanding, the comedy is all right, but it's like the tone is kind of like not great because it's very.
Have we evolved?
Yes.
Is it? Yeah. I think that's I guess something that you have to watch out for when you bring back these older shows. It's like now our brains are used to something completely different.
Yeah, and we change as a society over time. Like we're a more inclusive group of people that are like, hey, maybe you shouldn't say that about another group of people.
Oh, okay.
Kind of thing. Anyways,
well,
we're not there. We're not in the present. We're in the 90s.
Okay, so I'm going to go back in time.
Bill Clinton is president.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that guy.
He's just not someone that I think about on a daily basis.
You don't?
No, not necessarily.
Self-proclaimed the first black president.
Yeah, I know, right? That was strange.
Yeah. Well, I guess Barack Obama is no longer it. Anyways, let's continue on this path.
Okay.
By starting off with this first entry.
Of racism?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Actually, the show might have been, now that I think about it.
Okay, What is it?
Okay.
Or I'm supposed to tell you what it is.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That would be the idea. This show featured two flyboy brothers and their hijinks around town. It's a small town.
A small town.
Mm-hmm.
And two brothers.
Mm-hmm.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
What show had two brothers in it?
It took place on a little small town called Nantucket.
Nantucket?
Okay. It involved airplanes.
Airplanes?
They're these things with metal that can fly in the air.
Brothers and airplanes?
When I explain airplanes, it sounds like a ridiculous thing.
But
this is not quite the Wright brothers. That's North Carolina. This is Nantucket we're talking about.
But this is a sitcom.
Yes.
With two brothers and an airplane.
You know the actor who plays Monk?
Yes, Tony Shalhoub?
Yeah, this is where you got to start.
Oh.
Okay, we're off to a great start.
Yes, we are. Ooh, what is the answer to this? I don't think I'm going to get it unless
Okay,
you have another clue.
What makes a bird fly?
Their bones, their hollowed out bones.
Well, that's part of it. But like, what specifically on a bird makes
their
them
wings.
fly? No, just say that part by itself.
Wings.
Yep.
That's the show? Yeah. The fuck is that?
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this is a lot harder. This is going to be real hard for you.
What 90s sitcom is Wings?
Well, it starred the guy from Monk.
Okay.
And it starred two Fly brothers. Fly
man.
boys who ran a...
This is hard. The 90s was a difficult time.
It is a very difficult time. Rodney King.
Oh, yeah.
The reason I said the show might be a little racist is because they kind of had a foreign, quote unquote, foreign character, and he was treated, which was Tony Shalhoub, and he was treated very, not great, but definitely like an odd person. Like he played Apu essentially. Like
okay,
he was just this other foreign character who I don't even think they gave him a background as like what nation he's from. He was just generic foreign guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was very popular in the 90s.
Who drove a cab, obviously.
Oh.
Yeah. You've never seen the show. Don't go.
Yeah, I know. But I do understand about foreigners driving cabs. That stereotype.
Yeah.
My dad was a cab driver.
Was he foreign?
No. Same as I am.
Just breaking down these barriers. Just, defying all stereotypes.
American bred.
Just to, defied stereotypes, your dad.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to say it like that, all right? All right, this next show. A group of aliens disguise themselves as a normal family. William Shatner played their overlord.
I know what this is.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure everyone else does too.
Uh-huh. You got this. I feel like it's on the
Third
tip of your
Rock
tongue.
from the Sun.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you remember anything about that show?
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
It starred the other guy whose name I can't think of right now.
The guy who never had... He could never, open his eyes.
No, not that guy. I like that guy. He was in Inception.
No, there's another guy in the
Who
show.
also couldn't
who
open
never
his
opened
eyes?
his eyes, yeah.
The older guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought his eyes were open.
No. He's always had, half-shut eyes.
Oh, okay.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt was just the
Yeah.
kid with the long hair.
Yeah.
Who ironically played the oldest alien. He
That
just
is
so
very
happened to get
true.
that.
I liked him.
Yeah.
He was my favorite. I like that show.
Yeah, and so many 90s things I'm remembering. I didn't remember half those things before I wrote these down.
Oh,
and
yeah.
now I'm like...
Yeah, when you
come
look
back.
it up, you remember a lot of things.
Well, I didn't remember... I literally just wrote 90s in Google, and it just spit these out at me.
Perfect.
Excellent. Well, I actually do remember
That's
most of
how we
these.
got Wings on the
No,
on this.
I legitimately watched Wings. Though.
Really?
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Yeah, I watched a ton of TV.
Okay.
Fail child.
Oh.
Okay. A group of kids from a specific time period mostly hang out in a basement and smoke pot.
Oh, I know this show too.
Yeah, a lot of...
Wait, this came out in the 90s?
Late 90s.
The late 90s.
Yeah.
That 70s show?
It is.
Oh, awesome.
Good for you.
I watched that.
It still boggles my mind the guy from RoboCop is the father in that show, and he still plays the same character.
Oh.
Kind of.
Red,
Yeah.
or as his name was in the show.
I don't actually know his real name.
It's okay. We can just call him Red.
That's fine. That's his name from here on out to the end of history. All right. These animatronic creatures eventually all died in their final episode.
Oh no. Animatronic creatures.
Yeah, this is a live action show.
Live action.
It was lit really darkly, and it was super creepy, even though it's supposed to be like a fun, family show, sort of. Even though they all died at the end of the episode.
And they were animatronics?
Mm-hmm.
What else about this show?
I honestly can't name what they are because that's the title of the show.
Oh. Okay.
I could give you a character's catchphrase.
Okay, sure.
Not the mama.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know what this is. Dinosaurs.
Yeah. Son.
They weren't animatronic.
Their mouths when they had to move.
Oh, their mouths. See,
Yeah.
you didn't specify that.
We
Because their
didn't ask.
bodies... Yeah, you're right. I did not ask. Their bodies were puppet bodies.
Well, there were guys in suits, but all
Yeah.
their mouths and even the baby.
That's what I meant when I said puppet bodies. People in suits.
Yeah. Yeah, trust I don't know.
Shut up.
No. Well, not
Laugh
no.
at my Faux pas?
It's secretly genius because it is. That is actually what a guy in a suit is. It's a puffin body.
Yeah.
it's in a way, it's also quite brilliant.
Okay, you've redeemed yourself. We're friends again.
Okay, I haven't seen this show, but this show is mainly known for the lead actress's annoying laugh. That's my best impression of it.
Is the lead female's name Edith?
In the show?
You did say you never watched it. Is her husband's name Archie?
So you asked. Oh, no, not. Because that's, I want to say that's the 70s.
Oh, that would be either the 60s or the 70s. I was thinking of All in the Family, which is incorrect.
Well, you didn't say it, so I'm not counting it against you.
Very true. So she's known for an annoying laugh.
Yeah.
And it's the 90s, and it's a sitcom.
Mm-hmm. It's Fran Drescher.
Oh, yeah. I like how I said it. It sounded like Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Snap into a Fran Drescher.
Yes, I did watch this show. Ooh, The Nanny.
Yes, that is correct. So I wanted to give you the actress's name because I did such a poor impression. I didn't know if you would actually get it.
But I did, didn't I? I haven't heard it in a while, so I don't want to give my impression of her. But I did watch the show, and the guy's name in the show was Maxwell, and there were 2 kids.
Man, you remember a lot about this show.
I watched it a lot, but not in the 90s. Funny enough, all of these shows I watched later on. I didn't watch it as it was coming out.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
It just comes up on Netflix because they just got the rights to it or whatever.
Except dinosaurs. Now that
nobody wants that show.
Well, I'm just saying that I definitely watched in the 90s.
So speaking of like poor ideas that I come up with, I went to a garage sale and I saw a huge box of trading cards for dinosaurs.
Oh.
So I have like endless amounts of dinosaurs cards.
Really?
So listeners, if you would like any memorabilia of a terrible show in the 90s and just weird creepiness.
Oh, it's from the show?
Yeah.
I thought you just meant like regular like dinosaurs.
No.
Oh, I didn't mean
from the
I
sitcom
didn't know you
dinosaurs.
meant from the show. I was gonna say how you bought trash.
I essentially did, to be honest. Like, there's no lie about that.
I mean, it's a little bit more interesting than just, regular dinosaurs, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong.
Honestly, that little not the mama creature is the creepiest thing in existence.
No, he's great.
To you.
Oh, okay.
To you. All right. This next one is, this impossible fantasy in New York had giant apartments, reserved coffee shop seating, and featured no minorities whatsoever.
The fuck is this show? So it was in New York,
and
there was a coffee shop. Was everybody friends?
I guess you could say that.
Friends!
Yeah. That's one way of putting it.
I do remember this show.
What is this godforsaken world?
Yeah. I didn't watch it in the 90s. I only watched it afterwards.
I watched it. I feel like that's another show that's only appropriate in the 90s because they handle topics in a way that's only appropriate in the 90s. Somebody did like a recap, and there was one episode where someone's boyfriend rapes one of the other characters.
Really?
Yeah.
That happened in that show?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see every episode, so I missed it.
It wasn't like a violent rape. It was just sex with her without her consent.
I think it doesn't matter the level.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that like it's not like Requiem for a Dream going on in Friends.
Oh my gosh, that would be terrible.
So like some guy basically slept with one of the other friends, and the other
when they
friend
were drunk
instead,
or something
like that. But the other friend accused the other lady of goading him on instead of hating on the guy.
That is an appropriate thing to do in the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s. But like now looking back on it, it's like, we should probably side with the lady.
That was actually a thing.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's why it's like nowadays looking back on it. Yeah, we should.
Wow.
So yeah.
Believe your friends.
Yes, believe your friends. Believe women when they say things.
Jeez. Well, some women are, kind of crazy. Like the movie Gone Girl.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some are. But that's kind of rare. That's not.
I mean, that is a made-up character.
True. But,
Okay. This show starred America's sweetheart R&B singer Brandy Norwood as a regular high school teen. By regular high school teen, I guess she got into some hijinks. I didn't watch this show either. I mean, if I said I watched this show, you'd be like, I don't know if I should trust you anymore.
Why would I think that?
No.
Or why would I say that?
I don't know.
Because if I tell you that I watched this show, are you gonna not want to be friends with me or something?
No. I don't mean it like that.
I did watch this show.
Yeah?
I know exactly what it is, but I was just trying to, build up some time for the listeners to think about it.
Oh, you're being so nice to the listeners.
I like them. They're great.
Aw.
The show is called Moesha, by the way.
I was kind of hoping you'd get some syllable wrong.
Absolutely not.
Noesha.
Nope. Moesha. I know this show.
So what was it about?
It was just Brandy being Moesha. I guess it was kind of, it was like the black version of Hannah Montana, which I never watched. So I hope that's a good analogy.
You know what's really dumb? I have such a cultural blind spot to this that I did not connect that Brandy was Brandy Norwood and that she was Moesha.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I thought she was just like a Cher character, just like a one title. I didn't.
Well, I mean, that is what she's professionally called.
Yeah, I just didn't connect that Brandy Norwood was Brandy the person.
Okay.
Well, anyways, shows my ignorance of the 90s and R&B.
Brandy isn't just a delicious beverage. It's also a person.
That's nice. That's good to know. Now I won't get confused when people are like, hey, Brandy's on TV.
Oh, okay. Good for you.
And it's not just a drink on top of a television.
Point to you.
A sneaky neighbor who we never see his complete face spies on this family. The father makes dog noises.
Dog noises. Do they sound kind of like...
Yes. That's actually a very good
I don't think
impression.
it was, but...
That's a better impression than my friend Drescher laugh.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's totally true,
I agree
listeners.
with you there.
Yeah.
And the neighbors, or the neighbor, his name was Wilson.
Yeah. Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson.
And then Tim Allen, man, Home Improvement. I couldn't think of the name.
That is so correct. For the
Home
longest time,
Improvement.
my friends and I couldn't come up with the name of the show, and we kept calling it Tool Time.
Oh, because that's his show within the show.
Within the show.
Tool Time.
Yeah, let's go Tool Time. Yeah, Tool Time with Tim Allen. That makes sense.
You know what? If you would have led that with a show within a show called Tool Time, I probably would have blanked.
Really?
Maybe.
No, I just like the idea of the show focuses only on this creepy neighbor. All right, I don't think you've seen this show.
Let's see.
Nina Van Horn, an aging fashion model, works at a fashion magazine company, hoping to stay relevant.
You are so correct about me not watching the show. What made you think I didn't watch it? What were the clues?
It's kind of an obscure show as it is.
You didn't think that about Wings? Maybe I didn't watch that.
I was being open with Wings, and now that I know that there's no Wings, I was like, there's no way you're going to get this one now.
Okay.
You didn't get Wings, you're not going to get this one.
Well, give me some more clues.
David Spade was in it.
David Spade?
Uh-huh. Not ringing any bells?
It kind of does ring a slight bell in the recesses of my mind. Any other clues?
There's a photographer who's bald in the show. He plays another prominent character.
Damn it.
The CEO is kind of a buffling buffoon, and it's really his daughter who kind of runs the company.
Yeah, it's just getting worse. What?
Okay. The title
What's the show?
It's Just Shoot Me.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, I didn't think you'd get that.
Just Shoot Me.
Wings and Just Shoot Me.
Just Shoot Me sounds more familiar to me than Wings does.
Wings.
Well,
Well,
there you have it.
there's the first wrong answer. No, I'm sorry.
No, I've got more wrong.
No. Wait, maybe. Anyways, continuing on. This show was the first to prominently show the first gay character as a lead character.
Oh, somebody's gay. Who's
What's
gay?
the gayest show in the 90s?
The gayest show in the 90s?
Yeah.
Gayest show in the 90s. When I was a kid, I'm not sure if I made those types of connections.
That's true. But this one was pretty prominent in the show.
Okay, so hopefully I would have watched the show after the 90s.
Probably.
What else is in this show?
Remember Ron Swanson's wife from Parks and Rec?
Absolutely.
She was in the show.
Oh, her name was Karen in the show.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Ow. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
It does not say that. We review the footage, and it does not
No,
say
it doesn't
that.
say that. I'm sorry, guy.
Oh, the show is Will and Grace.
It is.
Yes.
Nice.
It was two gay guys in that one.
Well, one was more of a side character.
yeah,
I mean,
but he was the
still
one that was more
flamboyant.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Okay. Kevin James and Patton Oswalt got their start at this footnote of a TV show. I mean, that as in, like, this show wasn't widely known. It was such a not famous show. Sorry, I'm doing this to you. I just thought it was fun that Kevin James and Patton Oswalt were in this.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's all you're gonna give me, Kevin James and Patton Oswalt.
The show title is kind of a play on of like card royalty. You know how there's a Jack and
Oh, I actually know this show because
Okay.
his wife in the show is Leah Remini. I think that's how you pronounce
you
her
know
name.
so many obscure things about this show.
Haha.
Nice.
Yeah, and he was a postal worker.
Was he?
Yeah, or he did deliveries. Maybe
I
he
couldn't-
because he wore the brown shorts and the brown button-up shirt.
I don't remember that.
Is this King of Queens?
It is.
Okay, then yeah. Yeah, that's what happened.
I don't know why so many people in the 90s and 80s had these like really like lowbrow jobs and had the biggest apartments possible.
Oh, yeah,
Like-
that's where things get a little different.
Yeah, Seinfeld, like, he's a comedian who makes apparently millions of dollars to have the biggest one-bedroom apartment in New York possible.
Wait, so in the show Seinfeld was his actual job a comedian?
Yeah. And he just sat at home and sat at a diner pretty much 90% of the
I
time.
thought he was just like throwing in clips of his stand-up routine.
No, that's his
I didn't
job,
know that
isn't
it was actually because you never see him like going to work. It just cuts to him doing the stand-up.
There's a couple episodes where he's like going to the stage, and they used to show this like back area of that stage where they would hang out with other comedians and sometimes talk. So
I had no idea because you kind of don't know everyone's job on the show. I mean, you know that George works in an office.
no, George has like the most prominent jobs.
Or maybe
throughout
I'm the
series.
one that just doesn't know what everyone does.
No, like legitimately, no one knows what Kramer does, and I think that's the best part because I mean we make
I don't
fun
know
of
what
like,
Elaine does either.
oh, she goes from job to job. She at one point becomes a writer for some fashion magazine,
Oh, okay.
and then an assistant to some rich British guy.
Okay.
The
Well-
only reason I know this is because I didn't watch it through the 90s either. I watched it very heavily, like for the past year on Hulu.
Okay, so recently.
Yeah. So it's all like
Okay.
very fresh in my mind. And
Yeah. And I guess in the 90s, I'm not going to be thinking about, what job someone works at because, I was a kid back then. I didn't care.
Yeah. I mean, Homer Simpson had a million jobs and we never questioned it.
He had one main job, but yes, he did have a million jobs. I thought, he was just showing what regular life is like. Just
You know,
many
you just go through
jobs.
so many career
Yeah.
paths. Which is like a luxury back then that you could just jump careers. Anyways, for this final one, this charming actor got his start on this show and eventually grew tired of the actress playing his aunt and replaced her, hoping no one would notice.
These were kind of easy this time.
Yeah. You only missed like 2 of the white bread shows. So.
Oh man, whoops. Yeah, that good old Aunt Viv, who dramatically changed. I don't know where her tan went, but it was instant. it was overnight.
Yeah, somebody was saying that like how the actress previously had more of a prominent role and like would actually speak out and talk more frequently. And
Well,
then
that's
the
why she got fired. They don't like that in the 90s.
Yeah, they didn't like powerful black women in the 90s.
By the way-
that goes on to current area now.
Yeah, because I don't know if anyone likes them now. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Michelle Obama.
I like her.
See, people like her.
Well, Yeah.
Times are changing.
But are they really? That was a fun
we got
quiz.
one now. There wasn't any before. So,
I get it.
baby steps. We're moving.
Awesome. So I only missed 2.
Yeah, good for you. And they weren't even like good
Yay.
ones necessarily.
Oh, good shows.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to check them on. Maybe they're good on Netflix.
I was expecting Martin to be on the list.
Martin started in the 80s.
Did it?
Yeah, I couldn't get it on there.
I was also
Same thing with Family Matters. Like a lot of stuff happened in 89.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I was also expecting Full House to be on the list.
Yeah, I thought that one was a little too easy.
Was it? Okay.
3 dads. 2
Points
twins.
to me.
Yeah, good for
2
you.
twins?
2 twins.
Not twins?
Yeah.
3
I don't know why I
dads
keep
and 2
saying that.
twins. 3 twins, everybody. 14 twins.
2.5 twins. Starring Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh my gosh, if they were the kids of Full House, I would watch that show. They should just reboot that show and have
Danny DeVito?
and Arnold Schwarzenegger as the twins.
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
I don't want to see that.
There's already a movie of it.
I don't want to see a grown man talk about something. You got it, dude.
Yeah, I would pay money to see that.
Don't want it.
Well, not any old men. Like, this is Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger we're talking about.
I suppose.
Anyways, let us know how much you got right.
This has been a lovely game, everyone. Thank you for...
Okay.
This is the part where we clash and talk over each other.
What are you saying?
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. We hope you had a great time. Follow us on uncouth-tangents.com, where you can see everything in our social media, from Twitter to Facebook. You can even send us an email.
I'm being very honest about those dinosaur trading cards. If anybody wants them, I'm not going to give you the whole box. I'll give you like a couple here and there. I'll snail mail them to you.
We love you guys.